Hey everybody, it's Brandon. I'm with Frank Home Buyers, and on today's episode of No Action, No Deal, I'm standing here with Pat. He's the GC of this new build, and he's here to give me some insight, some vision on the progress that's being made here. This is almost 2 years in process, and they still got work to do. And again, I appreciate him showing me this, and we're here now.
So about 2 years ago, my friend came to me and asked me if I would build his house for him, his dream home. And I said I'd never built a home before. I've never developed a lot. I've never ordered a lumber package. I've never shepherded drawings through the whole permit process. And he wanted me to do it. So I said, so we had to get the drawings all redone. But this is off of his original drawings. The house is pretty much 99% the same house. He designed it all himself. Once he approached me, he had already known what he wanted his house to look like. He wanted all these finishes. He had chosen everything. So I just had to facilitate getting this house built for him.
So listen, we're gonna go inside. Y'all gonna go inside with us? Let's go.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable showing Brandon around today. This house I'm building for a friend of mine. It's the first home build ground up I've ever done. It's the first site management I've ever done. He wanted to be able to have some control and trust in his general contractor. So I took on this project, and we're about a year and a half into it, and we're wrapping it up soon. And I've been here to facilitate the building of the home that he had dreamed of. He had these drawings done up. They weren't engineered drawings, but basically the same home design. I've allowed him to make I haven't allowed him. He had already made all the choices on all the finishes before I came on. And so I have made sure everything he has wanted has been procured and installed in a quality way so that he can have the house that he has been dreaming of.
And I can definitely attest, this is what I done seen. This is one of one. This is definitely custom. This is like a forever home. It ain't got no price range you can put on it. So again, this is very insightful. It's motivational. It's inspirational. And I would love to get into something like this one day in my life or in my journey.
So I met Brandon about 6 months ago. I started getting into real estate. I've been in real estate for buying and selling for 2 years now. I'd always wanted to get into real estate, but never had the time, raised my family. And so somebody told me about his meeting, and all the meetings I'd gone to are very structured. At night, you come in, meet and greet. I usually get there, 5 minutes left, Brandon? If the meeting's 7 to 9, I'm there about 9:15.
Yep.
And I say hi to the stragglers, and then I take off. And I've made some amazing contacts in this. I've got a great concrete crew that was just a couple of 19-year-old kids that wanted to get more customers in their concrete business. And I went to that meeting one night, and they were the only people I talked to, and I now do work with them on a regular basis. And somebody told me about Brandon's meeting. And so I went to it, and they said, Brandon runs it, and I get there, and they said it's very loose. No presentation, no nothing. Just a group of real estate people for different reasons that are there, and they're all willing to talk and answer any questions you have. And me and Brandon have gotten to know each other over the last 6 months. I've been asking to do a deal with him, and hasn't panned out. I don't know what he's hiding them from me for, but I'll convince him I can do a good job one of these days, and he'll hire me. And so it's been really nice because I've met a lot of people at Brandon's meeting, and it's been very insightful, and I appreciate all the help I've gotten there.
And like I say, this meeting is open to the public. It ain't no hard topics. It's just like-minded people getting in the building, sharing ideas, experience. Sometimes we do talk outside of real estate as well because we are human. And like I say, meeting with a guy like Pat, he speaks from experience. It ain't no fluff. He's one of them guys, hey, get in the game, take steps forward. You quit talking and take some action. So them the type of people I love being around. They rub off on me. And I say, we gonna be doing a deal in the near future. Definitely.
We're gonna go look at a deal today. He's gonna video it.
Yep.
There's gonna be an update on that too.
Yep. Just getting around the same people that got the same minded, this year. We all got goals and inspirations and things we driven to do. So Pat is one of them guys. It's all about relationships, the network that you be around. And I'm very appreciative. And I don't take it for granted, not one day. Every day I get up, it's another time for opportunity, another day to seize the moment. And let's say, we spoke about this last week, and look, he said, hey, you want to check this out? I'll show you. So I done rolled past this property so many dang on times to where when I found out Pat, I'm like, are you serious? What a coincidence type of thing. And I say, we here now. This thing is beautiful.
Never give up. Never stop trying. He is the first person in Cincinnati that I told about this house to and said, I know the construction you're talking about. It is a very small construction entrance on a very big, busy road. A lot of people see this, don't pay any attention to it. It's taken me 6 months to get Brandon to believe in me enough to actually want to work with me. And I told him about this house, and he's like, I'd like to see it. And I'll take you to it. And I said, it's right there. And he's like, I know what you're talking about. I'm like, the first person. This is who I need to work with. I know we look like he's probably my son, but this is the man I work with. It's all about who wants to work. All I ever do is invite people to bring me an opportunity. And when he said, I'd like to look at that house, that's my opportunity. I can't convince him of anything till he steps on a job site and sees what he likes or not.
Yep.
6 months I had to beg this man to give me some love. What was the last thing I said to you that Wednesday night meeting? I'm like, when are you going to show me something? Right?
Every time we meet, you like, let's go out to lunch, man. Let's politic.
6 months I've been begging this guy. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you for your time.
And I appreciate your time too as well, Pat. Real guy right here.
So is Brandon.
And I'm still astonished at where we sitting at. Everybody don't get opportunities like this. Oh, we got some plumbing. HVAC.
Oh, you see the water isn't hooked up to anything. HVAC.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's just dumping. They got to put the floor drain in.
Cool.
That's the beauty. How am I fucking?
Yep.
Here's how I deal with this. Let me just take a picture, shoot that to the HVAC guy, and I'm done.
So how often do you come and check on?
This project being my first ground up build, it obviously wasn't going to go as smoothly as it should have. So I come every different phases of it. When they're doing the foundation, there's issues you deal with, especially with something like this. We could have drilled the whole site and determined exactly how deep our footers are going to go, but this house could only go in this spot. The footers are going to have to go however deep they have to go. Mm-hmm. So when you start digging, you have to dig until you get to solid ground. So there was a cost to buy extra concrete at the last moment. So we could either drilled or dug, the concrete was going to get bought. So that's when you're dealing with this, you make those decisions. I'm very anti-spending money to go out and gather information on a decision I'm going to have to make anyways. That isn't about the money. It's more about what is right. And at that point, you're going to find out and you're just going to do what's right. So I visit this house now when decisions are being made. I bring the contractors, me and the owner. I have the owner interview him. I already have decided I want to work with them. If he likes their price, then we move forward. And then after that, oftentimes he deals with them directly so that I don't like middlemen. I don't like mistakes getting made. What I think a good solution is, what somebody else thinks a good solution is, and what the guy who got hired to implement a solution is, all those ideas are generally different. So the quicker you can get the decision maker to the person's hands, that's what I like to do. So I come out and I check for things, just make sure everything's moving along every couple days at this point until something major happens.
Gotcha.
What makes it all worth it? Once it's all done and you saw the front, it's got a very Frank Lloyd Wright feel to it, which I really appreciate because he is one of my favorite architects. So it's a very low prairie style. I love the black roof. Once it gets all painted and it all gets wrapped together, in continuity, it's going to be a stunning home. And it's going to be a great home for them to live in. And I really enjoyed walking Brandon around it today. And Grace, his lovely wife, is operating the camera for us today.
And I appreciate it. And
That is a metal roof, and it's all a concrete board product. So maintenance on the exterior will be next to nothing.
gotcha.
Portions will be painted, so it will be a very low maintenance house. It's going to have a very tight envelope on the inside. It's going to be very comfortable for the family.
Gotcha. Now, since we're in the backyard, would it be any driveway, any
No,
pool?
there possibly a pool later, and I'm sure he'll have TVs and all that
Yeah.
running around the house all the time.
And
So,
how far does this property?
as far as you can see, it's all his. It's all, that ravine is so deep you can't do anything with the other side. It would cost too much to build. The reason the city won't allow any more development. So I've been invested in real estate for the last 2 years, and I find a good value for gentlemen like Frank who do the wholesaling. I have so much to do just in all the other aspects of my business. Finding the deals is not something I have time to do. And so when I can partner with somebody like Brandon, that takes a lot off my plate.
Yep. Because wholesaling, it sounds simple, but it's a lot of tedious things that go with it. But it's value in there once you know what you're doing and understand the process. So
It all takes time. When you set up your business, look at it as a cog. Everything you do during the day takes time. If you can take a task off, replace your cog with somebody else's cog, once your machine is all replaced with cogs, your machine will run without you.
them was some gems. Note that. Take heed on that. You hear me? That was a gem that I'm working on myself.
That gives you your freedom back.
Yep.
All right.